Top of it, top of it, top of it. It's your boy Coach One Stack tapping in, y'all. Hey man, I got some video, I got some heat to drop y'all, man. Because man, when this Diddy documentary came out, it exposed all his weaknesses and who he really is, y'all. But before I drop this video about how Gene Deal reveals that Diddy not only knew that Tupac was gonna get shot at Quad Studios, he watched it happen. Hey man, hit the like button, make sure you smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for your boy, right? So I'm dropping this heat. Now see, it comes to find out, man, when we watch this documentary, that Diddy, he's what I call a late bloomer. And what a late bloomer is, he's that dude that couldn't get a girl in high school. He's that guy that couldn't get a woman. He had to wait till he got a little bit of bread. He had to wait till he got a better car. He had to wait till he got a promotion. That's how he's able to get Kim Porter, you dig? But see, in this video, I'm going to show you guys in a little bit, you're going to hear Gene Deal talk about this in detail and basically say, hey man, the kind of girls that Diddy was getting back then, the only reason they was with him is because he was Diddy. And Diddy, and check this out, I would never even admit this to another man, but some of y'all, I do consultations with young men, and they tell me this all the time. Diddy actually told Gene Deal back at that time, I don't know how to talk to women. Imagine that. You was raised, your mother's a 304, your daddy was a D-boy, you was raised doing all this stuff, you had already assaulted and drugged women at this point, and you told Gene Deal that I don't know how to talk to women. So see, the thing is, man, between Diddy and Tupac, see, Diddy was jealous of Pac. See, some dudes just have that thing about him, that glow. Pac could get any woman he want, man. He had that sex appeal. A woman came up to, Pac didn't have to say nothing. I'm somebody, I don't have to say nothing. All I got to do is sit there. And conversation rules the nation. You dig? So you should never have a problem talking to no woman. So when I do consultations with young men and they ask me, hey, Coach One Stack, how do I talk to a woman? I said, man, you don't treat her special. You talk to her like anybody else. Conversation. And Diddy didn't know how to do that. But guys, sit close here because I'm about to bring somebody else into the picture when it comes to this quad studio shooting. Jimmy Hinchman. Now, if you don't know who Jimmy Hinchman is, Jimmy Hinchman put a hit out on 50 Cent. He was a real bad character, man. He ain't nobody to play with. And he's currently doing life in the feds for trying to put a hit out on 50 Cent, Jimmy Hinchman. So here's the thing, man. Gene Deal goes on to talk about how Diddy used to study Death Row. With the Coogee sweaters. I used to have the Coogee sweaters. I'm going to bring them back, too. With the Coogee sweaters, they swag. He wanted to be like Death Row. And he used to sit and watch videos of Pac, videos of Death Row, and try to make Bad Boy emulate Death Row. And you can tell that they was doing that by wearing the Godfather. See, the Godfather hats, man, that came out of L.A., man. I'm from Vegas. That's an L.A. thing. The Coogee sweaters, that came from Death Row first, with Shaggy them. All the Versace shirts, that came out of L.A. The Cristal, that came out of L.A. with Keefy D and them. So see, the thing is, man, one day, you see, Jimmy Hinchman, Tupac owed Jimmy Hinchman some money. And Tupac was coming to Quad Studio that night. Well, see, to record with Little Sean. Lil Sean, that was his name, one of Jimmy Hinchman's artists, because he owed him some money. So he figured, he'd do the song, and then he'd break Pac off a couple dollars. Well, the thing is, Andre Harrell, your boy Diddy, was already at Jimmy Hinchman's office spying on Biggie because they knew Biggie was trying to go shake the spot and get another deal. So see, Jimmy Hinchman was the one who sent the people in there the first time to do the bang bang on Tupac. So Diddy was there and watched it happen. See, because if he wasn't there to watch it happen, he knew what studio Junior Mafia was in and Biggie was in. He would have been down there recording with them, but he wasn't. He was sitting there. He was sitting in the studio he was sitting in the office with Jimmy Hinchman and Andre Harrell, looking out the window, waiting for Pac to walk up so he could get bang bang, and he watched just that. See, that's how bad, that's how bad Diddy wanted to be Tupac. And so you wonder why Diddy is acting this way and he has this type of behavior, because he's the man who couldn't get a woman. He couldn't get a woman. He had to buy a woman. And now when you get a little bit of power, a little bit of money, now you're trying to make everybody do it your way. Can you dig it? But let me show you what your boy Gene Deal had to say.
Well, why do you think he hated Pac so much?
I think that hate stemmed from wanting to be him, idolize a motherfucker, he idolized Tupac, because you got to realize when a woman looked at Tupac, they probably wanted him. Puff wasn't getting that type of fever from girls. You understand what I'm saying? Puff had to use his money. Puff had to use his position in order to get women. Now, I seen him with some bad joints, and I used to look at them like this, like, not on no hating shit, but like, you wouldn't be here if he wasn't puffed. If this nigga had no money, you would not be coming out of his room like that. And that's for real, for real. You understand? I'll be like, because most of the time, I would walk some of them to the door, walk them to get their calves or whatever like that, or, take them down the street and get their calves and everything like that. Now you be like, I'd be laughing. I just kept a smile on my face when it came to that shit. Because I know for a fact, because he said it himself. He said, I don't know how to talk to women. I don't know how to talk to girls.
I don't know how to talk to girls.
I said, I don't know how to talk to nobody. You a millionaire. You got it. So he was jealous of Pac because Pac ain't had to do that. Pac had that aura, and you know what I'm saying? And he probably knew how to communicate with women. And most women who he talked to that said stuff, said about him. You understand? Like, if we talk about the whole incident of the Quad Studio shit, like in the documentary they was talking about that, right? You know what I'm saying? They talked about the Quad Studio shit. But they didn't mention the fact, and they left it out, that Big and C's did not know that Puff and Andre Harrell was in Jimmy Hinchman's office the day Pac got killed. The day Pac got shot at Quad Studio. Let me repeat that again so it don't get mixed up in the whole thing. They did not mention that Andre Harrell and Puff Daddy and Jimmy Hinchman were all in the office together. Puff was on the office because he was trying to spy on Big them. Because Big was writing the Junior Mafia stuff and Puff had his publishing. I told this to a couple of people before. I said it before, and you got people that's running with it like they knew the story in the whole 9 yards. You understand? They'll lie and you ask them, how do you know that? Who told you? They couldn't even tell you that. They'll tell you some lie, they did some kind of investigation, but it didn't happen like that. You understand? Puff was there to spy on Big because he had owned Big Publishing. And Big had turned around, and the same people who helped Puff get Big Publishing told Big to turn and put Tatiana or put somebody else's name on his publishing, or give it to Lil C's or whoever, this, that, and the third that he wrote for, so he can get the money from it. So that's how that went down. So they was there to spy on Big. In the interim of being there to spy on Big, Jimmy Hinchman told them that they finna teach Pac a lesson. Because Pac had owed him some money. So that's why he was up in the studio and was coming to the studio. Pac owed him some money. He was gonna work it off and get some money from doing a song with Lil Sean. And that's what that was about. But Pac was talking greasy to Jimmy Hinchman, and Jimmy Hinchman wasn't the type of dude that you talk greasy to, allegedly. Unless you 50 Cent.
So Diddy knew what was going to happen to Pac.
He knew Pac was about to deal well, yeah. He was there to see it. He was there to see it. He wasn't only there to see Big them. When Jimmy Hinchman told him that, he was there to see what's going to happen to Pac. He was there for that. Because had he not been there for that, he would have went up there in the office. He would have went to the studio or the studio session with Big them. He would have went to that studio session with Big them. He knew what room Big them was in. He didn't do that. He was there to see what was going to happen to Pac after Jimmy told him. And that's factual.
Yeah, Kirk Burroughs, he also said that, he feels like, Diddy was behind Pac murder.
Yeah. If Diddy played a part in that stuff, like he said, Kirk know where the money came from. I'ma say this. They tried to, if you talk about the Vegas trip and the whole 9 yards, Kirk said that he paid for people to drive out to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? He said he paid for people to drive out of Vegas.
And then, God, that's a whole nother video I'm going to give you. But see, hey, like I told you, Diddy was actually there when Pac, and watched Pac get shot at Quad Studios along with Andre Harrell and Jimmy Hinchman, because Pac owed Jimmy Hinchman some money. Now, guys, I'm going to throw y'all a little video probably tomorrow about who Jimmy Hinchman is. But, man, the dude Diddy, man, is really moving foul. He wanted to be this man so bad that he was willing to watch these. What, guys, answer in the comments below. What type of man knows that somebody's about to be banged, assassinated, and you just sit back and watch? And they the same color as you. Y'all on the same team. You know it's about to happen, and you sit there and watch it. This is Diddy getting all his karma back, y'all. And I got a whole bunch of videos to drop y'all tomorrow. Some more things about Diddy that you just didn't know. But yeah, man, Gene Deal reveals it, man. Diddy couldn't even talk to a woman. He was jealous of that, so he'd rather have Pac out the way. He had already stole Biggie's publishing, so you up there spying on him. Jimmy Hinchman is the one he put a hit out on 50 Cent. This is why he's doing life to this day, Jimmy Hinchman. But hey, man, I don't like to keep y'all too long with these videos, man. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you comment on these videos. Smash that like button and share the content. People love the way that I'm leaving raw content. I ain't doing no editing. I ain't doing no intro. I ain't doing no outro. I'm getting straight to it, y'all. Real gritty, like, and they don't like me leaving content like this. And make sure you hit the subscribe button. We on our way to 50K, then 100K, then the sky's the limit, y'all. Podcast coming soon. But other than that, be blessed. Don't ever get stressed. Make sure you never get finessed. Hey, man, and get plenty of rest. And stay out of trouble like Diddy should have.